name is Ollie, I'm from the West Midlands, and my future aspirations are to do cinematography or directing, and I quite like to work in horror.
My name is Ray, I'm from the Wirral, and I am an aspiring writer director who'd like to work in horror.
Our film is a horror comedy about a slasher villain and kind of his victim, and how she kind of geeks out over his actions and they kind of fall in love. Generally, our biggest issue as a group was really with communication. We kind of struggled early on to start kind of working well together, but eventually by the time we got onto set, it kind of most of those issues had sorted themselves out, but we started some issues on set occasionally.
We did struggle finding a location. Our recce was done very late, but it all worked out in the end. We found somewhere which we were really happy with.
I think our biggest issue on set probably was with the sound, because obviously we had a moment where Abby was screaming, so we had to sort out with levels and stuff like that, because that obviously was something we couldn't do very often in a house where people are, because we don't want to bother them too much.
We were also relatively late finding actors, but again, that all worked out. We found people we were happy with, and we were quite confident in their performances.
On set, my main role was assistant director, so I ended up doing a bit of everything really. I kind of dabbled in the cinematography of it and the sound and lighting and everything like that.
Yeah, epicest.
I enjoyed working with the actors and they did a great job, so they were really easy to work with, so it was very fun to kind of direct them, kind of help directing them through the scenes with Ray, and yeah, that was quite fun.
I acted as director, which meant that I worked with actors a lot and I was quite involved of getting them to get the best performance that they could.
Ray.
I really enjoyed the process of watching something go from a script to a completed product and all the little details that it fills in along the way.
There's a few that, yeah, that's probably where it should be.
So what we learned from other people really well, we had Aaron helping us on to do special effects, which kind of taught us a lot about how to do that for filmmaking, which I'm definitely going to use for future projects. It's just really helpful.
Well, overall, we kind of learned that even if people don't pull together as a team initially, those issues can be pushed aside and you can work effectively on set. Even if there are issues, it's secondary to the film.
We learned from a lot of people on set kind of just ways of streamlining the shooting process and making it easier for us to get through shooting, because we had some issues with just kind of having to go back and forth between certain like shots and scenes.
With props and locations and costumes, we kind of learnt that just if you ask enough people, and if you ask them confidently enough, you'll eventually get a yes. You'll find somewhere, or you find the thing that you need.
I learned that on set I can get aggravated a little easily because, you know, everything's a bit stressed out and, you know, everyone's kind of annoying each other and it's going to get to my nerves a bit. So kind of I need to learn to handle my stress a little better when I'm on set for future projects. But I also learned on set that I work quite effectively and I take leadership roles quite well, to be honest.
I've learned that on set I can be both much too quiet and that I can be very easily overwhelmed, which is particularly difficult as a director because those are two things that you really don't want. You want to be very assertive, you want to push your ideas forward. I ended up finding myself being quite quiet when I shouldn't have been.
I did get a lot of Atmos anyway.
Oh, during the big 20%? Yeah, that's good how I wanted to do. It's fine.
I think that's...
I'm more confident in my script writing ability now. I know that I can write a good script and I can write a script that people really enjoy.
Some key learning points really is that with fiction film you should start kind of preparing a lot sooner with things like location and casting, because if we did kind of sort those things out a lot sooner we would have had a lot less issues closer towards the dates of shooting.
Also in the future, we want to make sure that we pay a significant amount of attention to sound as well as visuals whilst we're shooting, and that we review everything carefully at the end of the day to make sure that everything's of a high quality.
Another good learning point really is just seeing how well music can elevate and help communicate tone and atmosphere in a film, especially a film like this that's got a lot of horror and comedy elements, because the music in the film has really helped kind of make it more effective.
Take one. Action.